This is Isabel Taylor. She was 16 years of age when she took her own life. Fear porn contributed to this lovely girl's suicide. She talked often to her parents about how the world was going to end in 2012, and after her death it was discovered she'd accessed dozens of websites and videos devoted to an apocalypse. The most recent article that she'd read before killing herself was about sunspots and what would happen to the earth if it all went badly wrong. This is Lynn Benedetto, a 47-year-old mother from California who in 2011 attempted to kill her 2 young daughters and then herself because she'd been fooled into believing that the world was about to be thrown into an apocalypse. I have no photograph of Chaya Lal, a 16-year-old girl from central India who in 2008 took her own life by ingesting poison. She'd been watching locally produced TV programs that conveyed that the Large Hadron Collider at CERN, when started up, would cause the earth to crack and we would all perish. Indian TV channels had held various discussions in the days leading up to the Large Hadron Collider being turned on, all predicting doomsday scenarios. Clinical psychologist Nadia Masand had told the BBC later that some of the TV coverage had been irresponsible and that this fear-mongering coverage could have had a very adverse effect on emotionally weak people. Australia, 2005. Teenager Tasman McKee began to learn about peak oil theory, reading the words of the absolute worst doommongers on the subject, and becoming part of doomsday forums and mailing lists. He eventually believed that there was nothing but bleakness and despair in the future. He became obsessed with it. He disappeared to a remote area, and his body was eventually found 2 months later in December 2006. He had taken his own life and had left a suicide note. Additionally, in his final emails to friends and family, he had mentioned the websites he was reading, and it was absolutely clear that this material contributed to his ending his own life. Let's bring it up to date now. This is 15-year-old Ella. Her photo is pixelated because neither she, nor her parents, nor I wish to identify her to the public. I've known Ella her entire life. Ella has high-functioning autism. She loves music, chick flicks, and space, and it was the latter that led her into the mire of fear porn. Ella loved watching space videos on YouTube, live feeds from the ISS, videos about distant stars and planets, what comets are made of, anything space related, and her parents were happy that she had such an interest. But one day she stumbled upon a video relating to Nibiru and how it was on its way to devastate and destroy our planet. Intrigued, Ella clicked onto related videos, believing everything that she was hearing, not realizing that the vast majority of what she was watching was downright lies and not scientific in the slightest. See, Ella believes that people tell the truth. Everything is black and white to Ella. She started to become withdrawn and sad. Her parents were thankfully quick to notice this and asked what was wrong. She told them the things she'd seen and heard, explained that the end of the world was coming very soon, and that maybe it would be better if she could just go to sleep and die now because she was scared that when the end came it might hurt, and that she didn't want to see her family suffer. Her parents asked her to show them the YouTube videos she'd been watching, and they were horrified at the material Ella had subjected herself to, and even more horrified that YouTube allowed such absolute lies, fear and brainwashing for profit. Luckily, Ella believes her parents would never allow anything bad to happen to her, and in time, with gentle persuasion and counter-argument, they managed to convince her that it was all fiction, and that she had no reason to be scared or fearful or want to die. Ella's mum sent me an email with links to some of the videos. Let's just say it was the usual suspects, mostly the larger channels, the ones most convincing to the vulnerable. In turn, I emailed her mum some links back to suitable videos that logically showed how wrong and deceitful these fearmongers are. This helped with Ella's recovery. And Ella is far from being alone in being pulled into the Nibiru shithole. I've encountered many sane and sensible adults who were also taken in by these liars and chancers. The now retired David Morrison, senior astrobiologist at NASA, had publicly stated that he'd received a large number of emails and letters from people worried about the world ending. Most often these were young people who couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, some suicidal, all genuinely frightened. He said he'd heard from teenagers considering killing themselves because they don't want to be around when the world ends. I'd heard from women contemplating killing their children and themselves so they wouldn't have to suffer through the end of the world. So, all you purveyors of fear porn out there, how would you feel if it was your child killing themselves or wanting to kill themselves because of all the lies and bad science that people of your ilk spew out? Would you be happy with yourself? Pleased that you'd absolutely managed to convince someone that they should just die because the end was coming soon anyway? Would it make you feel successful and fulfilled? Will you continue to enjoy the blood money you've collected? Does any of this make you sit back, think, take stock of the damage you could be causing? Are you just so full of your own self-importance, loving the drama of it all, and enjoying the financial benefits your lies are providing for you, that quite simply you don't give a damn? Morals and responsibility. Not one of you know the meaning of those words.